What's poppin', guys? It's been a while since I played other games than League, because I've been kind of just stuck sober the whole season through. I'm overseas for the summer, and I can't really play League because crappy ping. I don't have a VPN. I don't want to get one either. So I kind of just want to be like, hey, yo, what if I just grinded some astroneer now? After I finished the game, I haven't really touched this game other than the October Halloween events or just events where you could get stuff. And other than that, I checked the update forums, and apparently there's like the new mission log. I did that, like I binged the missions like in a day, and so finished all the missions, and apparently there's these new things that are OP, like literally OP, QT RTG, and you get these pretty easily from the mission quests. And now I think you could get those pretty early on in the game, and I just feel like they made this game so much less grindy, which is good because I actually hated how it was, because I played before full release as well. Everything just took grinding, but now it's like, oh, you could use these resources and jetpacks even just to get around, and you don't really even need. Back in the day, I remember, to power planets, you need to get a whole bunch of these things, right? Now you could just easily make stuff that, like these things. You get these, and then you could be like, hey. Now, I reckon you still need these, just because, like, it needs, like, the planets require a large amount of power at once. But, instead of lithium, since I'm pretty sure these were used to be made from lithium, I think? I am not sure, but now there is zinc. And zinc is like one of those easier resources to get, which is pretty poggers. And I really like the automation. Now this video, I haven't really, since I finished the game and all, I actually beat the game 3 times in my world, because I finished the game with my buddy, or the buddy who I started the world with, and then my other buddy joined like after we beat the game. And he wanted the suit alone, so I spent the whole day grinding it out just so he got the suit, which he hopped on for like an hour, and he never played again. And the third time was for the mission log, where I could get like 3 QT RTGs, which I thought was super duper useful. So now I grinded an extra copy just because, like, what if an event or update or friend comes up again and I have to do it all over again? I don't want to go through that crap, dude. Anyways, and also I collected all the chess pieces. Now, last time this cane piece took me 3 hours, right? Or more than that, because the 3 hours was just my stream. I grinded off camera at least like 6, right? But then I got 3 copies of this. I literally found 3 copies of this in one day, right? And like in the time frame of like 7 minutes, I found 3 kings. How? And now I can't find a knight or a rook after I got the 3 copies of the king. I want like an extra copy just so I don't lose any pieces and I don't have to like go back and get anything. And I guess my base layout's pretty cool. I got the pumpkin shelter and the stuff from Halloween, which I grinded out. There's a lot of new things in the game. The automation was like a couple months ago. I've been using that actually. I'm trying to update my base too, because back then the only thing people used was platforms and medium storages, and now there's all sorts of things. There's like silos, you know, there's retainers or containers and stuff, and now there's like extra wind turbines and power resources. I made one just for the aesthetics over there. And with the new QT RTG, I literally can't die with the oxygenator, because if you turn this on and then you have the QT RTG on you, you just don't die. Like, you don't need oxygen in space. I know, right? Crazy. If that worked in real life, the nuclear power would have killed you in like a couple days, no, less than that by the radiation, but it's a game, so whatever. I bet there must be a way though, for infinite energy. We just haven't found one. Or actually, nah, never mind. That's just crazy. So I know I could have made a bigger set or base for this so that I don't have to make an auto arm, but here's how it works. So I turned this. Oh, this is out. Let me show you guys. This is what I'm gonna be making a video on today. So what do you call it? Hydrazine system. Because I love hydrazine. Because I know how hard these things to get. I dug out the whole mountain just to like get the soil version of it, and I also used the scrap to like get just a lot of hydrazine, because why not? That's the only thing I really want right now. So I could fly around and be invulnerable with my QTRTG and my oxygenator, just for fun, you know? Anyways, so I already have like a crap ton of hydrazine. You can see that whole 31 over here. I don't know how much here. 16, 32. That's 3, 4, 12 times 4. Yeah, it's about, I'd say like 300 here, right? Maybe around that. I'm guessing, since I found some deposits over there, I am using this method to like get a large amount of this thing. Is this filled up? Almost. So anyways, how this works is I enable both of those outputs, and then the machine gets to work. Now somehow I was able to put this just far enough to where it can touch the chamber and not these two, so it doesn't take these. So it puts the hydrazine in this thing. And I know I could literally make a whole system just to like auto arms here, and then make it over there, but that would just be too much waste of time. I could just come back here and then swap it out. But here's the cool part. So since I have an RTG on this rover, I can use this to just drive, I guess, all the way to... Oof. I dug out this whole place for soil as well. Soil is one of those OP things in the game. It just takes time to get. You can literally get all the base materials from that. I really recommend abusing that when you're early on in the game. But so I found out that this route, I don't know why, but there's supposed to be ammonium everywhere, like on every planet in the game. But I haven't had any luck finding them like near my area, because I've literally explored like more than almost the entire planet, and I only found some deposits here and there. But this route over here, I'm pretty sure I found a lot of ammonium here. So I have the extra large rover, the super big one, with a rover trailer, where like they're not called trailers because you just put two of them together. Some over here too. So my plan was to just drive around the big rover, find a deposit, and then just set it there. It's kind of like a moving extractor, you know? So I don't have to like be dumb and literally do the power extender cords all the way reaching like to whatever deposit I want, and that'd be just stupid. I just put an RTG on the rover so where like it extracts by itself while I'm gone, like doing other stuff. And I'm kind of just using this one to transport the canisters things. I don't know if this ran out yet. I think did it? Is it still going? It's still going. So it pumps out these things. The thing puts it in these things, and then I put these things on that thing, and I put that thing back at base. And I basically repeat this process until I have all the hydrazine in the world. Alright, so I'd say that's just a pretty cool thing, but it takes a long time though, because I only have one RTG. I should really put a different one here. Huh. What if I just put two? Does that speed it up? Nope. I don't think it does. So I'll just do this for an example. I'll just put this here. Let's just say all four of them were filled up. I hop on my rover. And I just go all the way back without falling into some ditch or anything. And this is one of the most efficient ways of getting a whole bunch of stuff, whether it's from like, for my case it's ammonium. You could get literally everything using this strategy in large amounts. Or you could just find, like, if you're lucky, you just have a lot of deposits near your house. It doesn't really matter, but I found this strategy to be really good. And you could do this on other planets too. You don't have to do it just like the way I did with the rovers and stuff. You could just set it down like on a different planet. If it's like a huge deposit, you could just leave it there while it's running. You could do other stuff. And you go back and get the canisters, you know? You just set up like a storage space where the auto arm can put the resources into. I feel like the automation systems are like, it's really fun, honestly. It added so much of this like tech style type of thing to the game. And when you move things manually or you obtain things manually, it just isn't as fun. And they actually encourage this because the extractors, I'm pretty sure they multiply. So let's say there's a deposit of compound. Let's just say compound. If you use your standard digging tool, and let's just say you get like 4, I think the extractor would get like 4 times that amount, or even more. But I think it's 4, I am not sure, but at least 4. So if you were to get 4 things from a deposit, the extractor would get maybe 16. So if you have like a huge deposit with like, let's just say 10 or even 12, that would be like more than like a whole storage full of material, and you would have more than enough than what you need. I don't even know why I'm still getting Hydra Zinc. I have so much, like it doesn't matter, but there's nothing else to do, you know what I mean? When you beat the game, it's kind of just like, hey yo, I want to be rich, so I'm gonna be rich, and you can't stop me from being rich. Yeah, this strat is super popular, super duper popular. And I think that's all I have to show. I mean, now, I don't know, this is just like one of the things that are just really cool to me, like the mechanics. It's kind of like Redstone and Minecraft. You just never really question it, but it's pretty fun. I mean, this concept is like, oh, so you could just make an item and it would do the stuff for you. It's just fun, honestly. I've not thought about this at all. Like when I heard that automation, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I saw until I saw some YouTubers doing crazy stuff with it, like making factories, like fully automatic. Like, just fully. It was just like, it blows my mind, man. And I've kind of reorganized my base, and now it looks kind of cool, you know? I know I blew it up before. You see this whole white spot? I painted this entire base black before, but the white spots are the places that I blew it up, and then all my stuff got blown away, and the terrain was like messed up and stuff, but I fixed that, and now it's looking better than ever. I got this whole, just look at the amount of energy I have here. I got 8 QTRTGs, 1 on me, 3 over there. I have literally everything you need. And I got like so much Hydra Zinc. I think I might end up with 1,000 or more. It depends. I have like a whole bunch of scrap. This is just like a fraction of what I had back then. There was this battery glitch with scrap you could do, and I'm pretty sure I did it the day before they patched it. So I didn't get that much, honestly. I only got like 2 storages, maybe like just this amount, a little bit less than this amount, but scrap's probably one of those pog things as well, you know. And also, I also like these designs. I don't know if they're gonna make a big solar panel. Like you got the large solar panel and the solar array, but there's like the extra large wind turbine. I kind of want to see like if there's like just a big version of solar panel. That'd be sick, dude. I'll put one over there as well or something. Anyways, that's it. I mean, I have really nothing else to show you. Finish the game, you know. Kind of just chilling now. This game is just like a sandbox after you've gotten all the stuff, you know. But I feel like they made it a bit too easy now, because you could just get the RTG for a quest for free for doing something simple, and then you could just get the oxygenator, right? It takes some time, but it doesn't take as long as it used to be when you had to literally tether all your way into planets' caves and stuff to get stuff. And now with these things, you could literally be invulnerable super early on in the game. And it just feels like I wasted so much time doing that back in the day with the process and stuff. And now there's extractors that you could get more materials. You don't have to worry about anything. Oof, I don't know, man. These new things are just making it super easy. I'm actually jealous of players who started later on, so then they don't have to like experience the pain of dying with a rover glitch. Bro, I complained about that so much back then in the videos I deleted because they were cringe, but when you powered things, the only really efficient way of getting them is the low requirement planets. You could just do some generators, which is why I have a whole bunch of these. And then later on, when you get to the bigger one, it's either you're gonna have need a lot of these, or just storage in general, and you need a lot of RTGs, which was super hard to get back then. Each and every single one of these small batteries used to take lithium. So like, just imagine that. And there was this thing called a rover glitch. So if you dig terrain, or if you build terrain around your rover, not even like on, it could be just like not even near, it could just be like in that area, and your rover would drop all the way down like 3 cave systems, depending if you're lucky or not. And I had to like, and I would die because my rover would like, you know, go somewhere, and then I would have no oxygen because I have like, this wasn't a thing back then, right? And you didn't have infinite energy or oxygen in the game back then, so you just die when your rover did that weird thing. And if you can't find your rover, like, it's not just going into like empty space, it sinks through the ground. So it could, theoretically, it could get stuck in between the soil, and you just don't know where it is unless you have a beacon, and beacons don't even go through the sky if it's so deep in. So this one time, it hurted me so much because I had this entire storage of lithium battery and like 3 RTGs or something, and I lost all of it because my rover's dead. It's gone, and I died too. So my stuff on me are also lost, and I had to make a new copy of all of the stuff I had just to get back to that state, and that took me literally days. I'm not even exaggerating. That was the most painful thing ever. And that happened to me 3 times because, you know, the terrain on Glacial and Aatrox, it's so weird. Like, the mountains they're not even mountains. They're just like random pieces, like, floating around and connected to each other somehow. Like, there's holes. I deleted my Wander Aatrox video thing. It's literally like, I don't even know if it's terrain. It doesn't even look like it's possible, like, naturally to like form on any planet. Because like, how do solids even make those shapes, you know? It's so weird. Like, the valleys are so weird. Like, you would just be driving on Aatrox, and then you accidentally go a little bit too fast, so you would just like not have the time to turn around, because big rovers are super hard to control, right? You would just like fall in, and then you have to like fall all the way down. And you have to build your way up. And that's the thing. If you fall down, you're gonna have to build, right? Or like adjust the terrain. And when you do that, your rover's gonna, guess what? Sink further into the ground, and you're gonna lose it, and you're gonna die. And that happened so many times. So I probably would have like 3 times of this if that didn't happen to me 3 times. I can't think of any way of doing that process easier than that. But now it's just like, oh, they fixed the glitch. It's so much better now. It barely even happens, because when it does that, when it slightly even does that, you could just press flip, it goes back up, right? You don't have to worry about that. And when you build around it, it doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore. Like, it doesn't sink. If you did this, like, if you slightly dug it, it would sink all the way down for some reason. And like, it just tilted me, dude. It was annoying. Like, if you even just did the land flat thing, it would sink. See, now it's fine. Like, it slightly shifts or jiggles, but it doesn't go all the way to the ground. And one time my rover went to the core, which I was able to retrieve, but you get the point. It's so annoying when that happens. Can you just imagine? Like, just imagine like grinding a game for a couple days, getting resources, and losing them all just by like a glitch the game had. Again, it's not even your problem. It's literally just a glitch. It made it so difficult. And I had to grind it over and over because that kept happening. And the planets are so big, and I don't think you could like, it was super hard to track down where the other power generators are, or like the purple floating things. I still don't, oh, the gateways, I forgot about that. So like, it's super, you don't know. Like, you would just get lost and you would drive around and, oh, where's the other generator? Because if you want the achievement, you need to power all 6 of the things on the big ones and both of the ones on the moons. But the moons are super easy because they're small. You could just see them on your spaceship, but it's so hard to allocate them just like even when you're in orbit, you could be like, all right, I got a general idea of the direction. That would help you. Like I recommend actually orbiting a long time just to like map it out in your head, so you can actually slightly see terrain and like the features, like debris and stuff, right? But that's it. That's all you have. You just have to like hover your way, and hopefully you get lucky into a gateway. And the gateway could be literally buried inside a mountain. I don't know why, but my gateways are always glitched. Like, my world itself duplicated itself. So some items are like doubled. Like my gateways, for example, they're doubled right now for some reason. So that's why there's a beacon on top of them, even though I already powered them. And it says it's glowing, but there's a beacon. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's great that they fixed those bugs, and now new players don't have to experience that. You know, perks of not being beta player to a game, especially when it's a sandbox game and there's literally no other player. It's just the game against you, you know? Well, I like these games, you know. Especially, this game is a mixture of two of my favorite genres of video game, which is astronomy, space stuff, and adventuring sandbox games, you know. Like, I like games like Zelda, you know. Things that you could just, like, grind out yourself and play and have fun without having to worry about not having Wi-Fi or anything. I feel like adventure games are like my favorite genre. I don't know. I don't really like RPG games, but this is just like a mix of my favorite subjects, I guess. Anyways, still my top 3 favorite games. Doesn't change that. But yeah, it's a great game, but the only thing I'm really annoyed right now about is as you can see, these things. You know, like, there's a shop, and whenever a game has a store where it provides things that you can't earn for free, it's just kind of dumb, honestly. I liked it back then when I know they need to make money, and I know it's not like anything super expensive. It's not like Valorant where you get like a sword skin for like, what, 60 bucks? That's an exaggeration, but I mean, these are like, what, $2 or something? I still just don't like this idea. I liked it better when you can earn everything just by playing. And there are like suits you could get from, I missed 2 suits. I think there was one for Lunar. I don't know if it was free or not, but, and I also missed the 50-year anniversary of the moon, landing on the moon thing. Voyager? Where was that? Oh, no, Apollo 13, right? But, yeah, I missed 2 suits, but that's that. I lost them. You just never get them again. But now there's things you could buy, which are, some of these are way cooler than the things you're provided in-game with. Like System Error, FaceTime, Disco Feed. All of these are sick, dude, honestly. They're all sick, dude, and I can't get any of them, because I'm just not that type of person that would spend games on a game that's mainly free. Well, that wraps it up for this video, I guess. Just an update on my base. It looks super cool now. And I don't think I'll hop on after this. Mainly because there's really just nothing to do, and there's nothing to get now. I kind of just beat the game over and over. I just come back for these events that are kind of cool. I don't know if these are limited though, but I did unlock the blueprint to make more of this pumpkin shelter thing. Got the chest. I'm missing 2 extra pieces. I think I'll get that, and then that's about it. See ya.